There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind can blow. Quit following me.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The Aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise! We've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet—
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle. So tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Ugh.
I know, Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
And therein lies—
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent— The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front—
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me.
We need to move on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't— The actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
Really?
Then where do you live?
We Melusines live in Mercy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
Oh, you must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
We are so thoughtful. But some Melusines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
This is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived, but I haven't even finished chatting with Aval yet. I also enjoyed Aval's introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed that we can't help but want to hear more.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on this aqua bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Welcome to the Court of Fontaine.
Chiori, you sure have changed a lot. This is the first time we've seen you since you left Inazuma.
I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip here in Fontaine.
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
So they're who you meant when you said you had actors coming from...
Oh? It's the Traveler. And wow, what a coincidence! Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
We just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
But I'm not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film? I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you. So I could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here, but you still managed to surprise me first.
Oh, so you all know each other already! My, what a coincidence! What are the chances everyone could be brought together here like this? Why don't we go to Hotel de Boer and catch up over a meal? I've already made a reservation.
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight.
And look at that huge spinning sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec! Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
It's not about the money. It's about the principle.
Too slow. Behold!
So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Ah, yes. When I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland. It took some time for me to get used to it.
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment, shall we? How have preparations for the film been coming along, Mr. Xavier?
Well, I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Oh, it's called The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty...
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but,
Oh?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and will be unable to release to me the amount of funding.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over them?
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court...
Then, is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve...
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival submission.
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free?
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your... Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders, and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just...
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish this film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
All right. I'll do as you say. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Come on now, no need to go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
Me too! Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
You are too kind, all of you.
Ew. Alright, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen. So, instead of Mora, you'll help with filming at...
Oh, but how can we help with that?
Alright, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among...
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to I originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also...
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but what's a clapper loader?
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and organize the information of each shot when the camera operator begins shooting. The work requires both patience and...
A clapper board? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Yes, that's right.
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try it.
Alright, then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think?
Fine by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the
Oh, he's great when it comes to using a camera. Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our...
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the Traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together
I'm sure that's due to the Traveler's journey across Teyvat and all the places they've seen. After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by now.
What do you say, Traveler? Are you interested in the job? Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Come on, friend. Let me give you a big warm hug.
all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
Oh, me! I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right?
All right, then all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working on their own films these days. I'm not sure.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right? Besides, it's not like she has anything else to...
Farina? Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our...
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in...
Yep, that's her! She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect. And the storyboards were also... Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
Fine. You're right, Shiori. I'll do anything for the sake of my film. Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence. I just hope she'll...
Do you need us to also come along?
No, there's no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
I'll go with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift...
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydro Archon. I wonder what she would like.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontanellia mousse?
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Isn't the Fontanellia Festival happening right now? I heard Abel tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets. To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
Alright then, let's go buy some Fontanellia mousse!
But will that really be enough? We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
You're right. We need to further sweeten the deal.
Huh? You want something even sweeter than Fontanellia mousse?
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
But what could that be?
Your words of praise.
The wind rises.
We're here! This is where Farina lives.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
talking before afternoon tea.
Who are you?
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film director.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you? And who?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know. Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
This is a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Oh, is this Fontinalia mousse? It's one of my...
That's great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Oh, but didn't you just say that you...
Yes, but for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own, Lady Farina.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
Yep, we sure are. Paimon's the clapper loader and he's the camera operator.
Camera operator? That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it? No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
Maybe you can come up with a test for the Traveler and see for you. If he can satisfy you with his camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can join the team.
You sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the Traveler really... Alright, how about this? We'll work with what we have. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my standards. Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay, grab the camera and I'll give... huh? It appears that you have more skill than I thought. All the shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the characters and their lines.
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just like that? After our performance of The Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontenay. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
Well, what about the pay?
Huh?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director? The pay is also...
Well, I can offer you this much?
What? That's all? If Nervilet were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something I'd like to ask.
Our script is an adaptation of the two
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 best...
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
Of course I read it. I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace. I see. It all makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story. The lack of budget is due to another issue.
He probably just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now. It reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat. I didn't charge her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
So, are you a big fan of this story, Farina?
Well, it's alright. The pacing of the story is good, but the character relationships could use some work. When I was reading it before, I always felt like some things were left on a rather unsatisfactory note. Ahem, Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative
As much freedom as you would need. I wouldn't dare doubt the tastes of Fontaine.
Good. Then I'm free to alter the script as I...
Absolutely, no problem.
All right. It seems that your crew really can't go on without my care and...
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well below what someone of my caliber deserves. A great script calls for a great director. I mustn't let a perfectly good story be ruined due to lack of funds. If you have fine cheese and bread...
Oh, Hydro Archon above! I'm not dreaming, am I? Somebody pinch me.
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know. And it's still a little early to... There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the script and casting the actors have already been taken care of, we'll still need to... And by the way, since we'll be filming The Two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer. Ideally, a professional who has actual experience.
Yes, I've thought about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the...
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Glorand. But it's already been some time since I last talked to her. Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different from that of the characters and...
Could we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's
Yes, that's right. They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified.
They would be under Nervilet's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, don't have any connection with them at all. So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nerva.
No need to go to all that trouble. I know their Captain Chevrolet.
Oh, you do? Wait, Chiori, how do you know the captain of the Special Patrol's Musket?
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions. In return, I've helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly. So, we've gotten to know each other over time.
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation? Your work is becoming more and more mysterious.
It'd be best to keep it that way. Anyway, enough about that. What do you all think about asking the captain to be our Musket action choreographer?
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all. I have no objections.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties. Do you think she'd really have time to help with shooting a film? And then there's the issue of pay.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to...
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go. You can just tell me how things went when we discuss tomorrow's plan later.
No problem.
Having Farina join feels like a big boost to our team!
Of course. Just wait until the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name in these lands. You'll be so glad. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be willing to act as extras.
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loader's commentary, Paimon.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevrolet is today.
By the way, I'm curious. If my pay is so low, then what about our two lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way?
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
What? So is every person in Teyvat who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film? Don't tell me Chiori isn't being paid.
I already knew Xavier from before. And he's also agreed to give my brand some good
It seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier. And that certainly doesn't include me.
All right, this is the plan.
But where's the captain? There's hardly anyone around here.
She's over there. The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her! Paimon could tell there was something.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Just trust me.
Oh, all right, let's see what happens. Chiori sure is a mysterious person. She claims just to be a fashion designer, but she knows all these powerful...
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so it isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here. Even more so, even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges. So I can only imagine what Chiori has been through to get where she is today.
Reading on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storyline.
I see. How's the plot coming?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong...
Any way to speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
It appears he made the wrong choice in the end. Halt!
Huh? What's...
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything, but I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's...
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevret, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
What's going on here? 1 second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently? Chiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with them. Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then. Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers. The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still thanks to a tip from our reliable source here. This
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon is Paimon.
Hey, I'm Chevres. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so I won't bother repeating it.
Yeah, why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
No, I wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say that he didn't know where the synth had come from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevres.
Yep, he made the wrong choice. Even though the right choice...
But you knew.
Yeah, I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong. Enough about that, though. What did you want to...
Oh, you see, it's like this.
The Two Musketeers. You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be...
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
No need to say any more. I'll join.
Huh? Just like that?
Really? You're willing to help us with our humble film?
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on my plate for them. Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Oh my! I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready. We start filming
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes and makeup.
All right, guess that's it for today then.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something...
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore. I don't want to spend our first day fishing our... Yep, see you...
So what did you want to tell us, Chevres?
Have you read The Two Musketeers? The story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the Baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone. One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and left dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the Baron's household, who never had any kind words to say to them. However, the Baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. The two siblings decided to flee and someday avenge. Many years later, members of the Baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by gunshot. A rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best. The Baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear. But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the Baron. Their actions let the truth behind.
That's quite an exhilarating...
Yep. The Baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail. It was just the kind of story...
Oh, so is that why you were so willing to join our crew?
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions. Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've experienced many similar situations before. There's been a recent murder case involving muskets. The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is described in the novel.
Huh? Really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that in today's papers.
The Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is currently at a standstill. The murderer is extremely cautious.
A murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb. Besides, I trust the members of my platoon. However... Well, that's all I can disclose about...
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the investigation with me. I'm aware this might not be the ideal time. Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility. Our job is to apprehend the perpetrators. Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom. You could say I'm taking part in the investigation out of personal interest. I don't want people to see muskets in a negative way, and also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I suspect so. Just to make myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. It's a request, nothing more. If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler? Yeah, you're right. Paimon's getting a little tired, too. We've really been hustling all day.
You'd better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper.
Quit following me. Too slow. There's no need to exchange.
Fury. Stabilize.
May I present? Let the world collide! Too late for regret.
Behold.
Bow your head.
Solidify.
Dare to mess with me.
Squall and Fury. Stabilize.
I will have order.
We'll see about that.
The wind rises.
Strike a pop!
Squall and Fury.
The wind rises. How amusing.
Squall and Fury. Solidify.
Quit following me. Behold! The wind rises. Too slow. Quit following me. Behold!
Squall Fury!
Quit following me. Too slow. The wind rises. Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow.
Squall Fury!
The show begins!
Gather! Order guide you!
Behold! Quit following me.
Stabilize!
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song! Too late for regrets!
Squall Fury!
Too slow. The wind rises. Behold! wind rises.
Strike a pose! Dare to mess with me?
Behold!
The hunter becomes.
Quit following me. Too slow. The wind rises. Behold! Quit following me. Squall and fury. The wind rises.
everyone! Paimon even dreamt of making the film last night. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? If Paimon remembers right, we're meeting at Hotel de Boer. Let's get going! How about we explore the area ahead of us later? How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Gather!
I will have order.
Swan Fury!
Behold!
Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me. Swan Fury! You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Too slow. Quit following me.
Behold!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! Dare to mess with me!
Unsightly insects!
Ears of the storm!
The wind rises. Unnecessary. Squall and fury. The wind rises. Behold! Upon the gale. Squall and fury. Too slow. Quit following me. Quit following me. Too slow. Too slow. Quit following me. Quit following me. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Too slow. Unnecessary. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. You even want this? Quit following me.
I wonder if an Adeptus...
Relax. Too slow. Too slow. Quit following me. Too slow.
Solidify!
I'm old now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam Farozan, and I'll see if I can pick that up. Hey, find that was worth the trip.
Stabilize!
Shower me with the...
Behold! Squall Fury!
Too slow.
Order guide you!
Strike a pose! Too late for...
Quit following me. Take it now. You're so happy just to see the sun again. How childish.
Behold!
Gather!
Shower me with
The wind rises. Ha! Ah!
There's no end to this. Behold!
Finally. Done. Quit following me. Quit following me. Too slow.
There's no end to this.
Yoo-hoo! Drink your pizza.
Squall and fury.
Becomes the
Too slow. Quit following me.
Stabilize!
Shower me with praise! Let the world collide! Too late for regrets!
Behold! Search for it!
Becomes
Solidify! This is order!
Squall and Fury! Slow. Quit following me.
Strike a pose! Dare to mess with me? Have fun!
Stabilize!
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! We'll see about it.
I will have order!
You dare to gaze upon me?
Dare to mess with me? Gears of the storm! Let my name echo in song!
The wind rises. Bow your head!
Solidify! This is order!
Squall and Fury! That's far enough! Behold! You dare to gaze upon me? Gather!
Strike a pose! Time to shine!
Squall and Fury! Quit following me. Behold!
Huh. You even want this? Unnecessary.
The wind rises. Too slow. Quick, behold!
Huh. You even want this? following me. Unnecessary. Too slow. The wind rises. Squall and Fury.
Stabilize!
Have fun with this gift! Well,
Too slow. Too slow. Quit following me. Behold! Too slow. Quit following me.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Shower me with the... Dare to mess up.
Too slow. Quit following me. Squall and Fury! Quit following me!
Solidify!
Strike a pop! Total third!
Ja! Ha! Quit following me! Behold! Quit following me! How amusing! The wind rises!
Gather!
Yoo-hoo!
Quit following me! Squall and Fury! Too slow. The wind rises. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax. Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax.
Dare to mess with me? Ha! 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 Truth repeats its course.
I will have order.
Let the world collide!
Squall Fury. Stabilize.
Yoo-hoo!
Behold. Solidify! Order guide you!
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song!
Gather!
Have fun with this gift! Hooray!
The wind rises.
Know your place! Stabilize!
Squall Fury.
Dare to mess with me? Yoo-hoo!
The wind rises. Quit following me. Too slow. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it,